Hello everyone, I hope all of you are good and I am also fine. So today I will give you some instruction and advice how to take NEET or how to score 100 plus in NEET in physics within 15 days. Okay, I just share with you my secret of 15 years of experience. How can you score 100 plus score, that is 25 questions from physics, okay, within 15 days by self preparation. So our heading is, this is DATTA'S Institute represents DATTA'S Institute. Okay, now the question is, sir, how to score 100 plus marks in NEET 2023 by self preparation within 15 days. Okay, this is the heading. Within 15 days, how can we prepare for physics plus marks in physics in NEET, in physics, okay, in physics in NEET. So physics, most of the student cannot be selected or not get any government college because of physics, because if you chose NEET, that means you like biology, and if you chose, look at here, physics, how can I score this 100 plus score in within 15 days? Okay, so you have to first focus on the chapter, that is 15 chapters there in physics. So if you just focus on class 11 chapters, simple chapters, and small part of class 12, then you can easily score 100 plus, that is minimum 25 questions. First I write down the chapters of class 11. Okay, so class 11 chapters are there. Number 1 chapter is errors and dimension. Okay, number 2 is motion in a straight line. Number 3 chapter is motion in a plane. And number 4 chapter is laws of motion. And number 5 chapter is work, energy, power. Okay, work, energy, power. And number 6 chapter is system of particles and rotational motion. Okay, number 7 is gravitation. Number 8 is kinetic theory of gas. And number 9 is thermodynamics. Come here. Number 10 is waves, and number 11 is oscillations. So from that 11 chapter, how many questions came in NEET? From this to 5 questions came, and from this 3 question, minimum 3 to 4 questions came. Gravitation minimum 1 to 2 questions came. Rotational motion near about 3 to 4 questions came in everywhere. Work, energy, power 1 questions. Loss of motion 2 to 3 questions. And motion in a plane 2 to 3 questions. And motion in a straight line, that is 1 to 2 questions. And dimension and 2 to 3 questions came in every year. So count. If you look at the counting, if you count minimum 22 to 23 questions came from that topic or from the chapters. of class 11, 22 to 23. Okay, so I consider this number of question is what, sir? Only 20 questions from class 11. Okay, now look at the chapters of class 12. Chapters of class 12. Okay, so chapters of class 12, chapters of class 11. Okay, this one is chapters of class 11 and this one is class. If you look at the modern physics, only focus on modern physics. Modern physics portion is so simple as compared to the other part of the physics in class 12. Okay, that's why I am considering the modern physics. Here, chapter is atom, chapter 2 is nucleus, chapter 3 is dual nature, and radiation of matter. Okay, radiation of matter. Okay, chapter 4 is logic gate and digital circuit, semiconductor device, semiconductor devices. Okay, and chapter 5 is electromagnetic wave, electromagnetic waves. Okay, so from these 4 chapters, minimum 8 questions came in every year. Minimum 8 questions came in every year, and from this electromagnetic waves, 1 question is came in every year. Minimum 1 to 2 questions. Minimum 1 to 2 questions is came in every year. 1 to 2 questions. So if we consider this one is 10 and this one is 20, then 30 questions came. 30 questions, that is 120. I consider only 20 questions from here. There is at least 20. From the topic 20 to 23 questions will came every year. I consider only 20 questions. And from the topic there is 9 to 10 questions came every year. 9 to 10 questions came every year. I consider only 5 questions. Okay, no 8 questions, no 2 questions. I consider as a total. Here total question is covered. Total question came is from the topic. From the topic total questions came. There is 9 to 10 questions in every year in NEET. Okay, so now here from that you just consider only 5 questions. You just consider only 5 questions. So 5 questions from here, 20 questions. So class 11, from class 11 you consider only 20 questions. Okay, and from class 12, out of 9 to 10 questions I consider only 5 questions. Only 5 questions. Okay, so total number of questions, okay, total number of questions is equal to 25. If you multiply it by 4, so 25 into 4, that is 100. You make score 100 to 120, 100 to 120. That means you can attempt 25 questions minimum. If you, I consider you can attempt all the questions. Okay, after that minimum 25 questions. In spite of the minimum 25 questions you can attempt in your exam. Okay, and maximum is what? Maximum 32 questions. That is 30 questions you can, if you focus, if you are smart enough in study, then you can score 30 questions with by only focus on these chapters. There is 11 chapter for class 11, 11 chapter from class 11 and 5 chapter from class 12. Okay, you can focus, only can score 30 questions. You can score 30. Okay, that means 30 into 4, that is 120. 30 into 4, that is 120 score. So I minimum consider what? 100 plus. If you score 100 plus in physics, then you can score 500 plus or 550 plus in NEET 720, and you can reserve your government seat in AJMC or any state. Since I belong from Tripura state, then I here is only a government college is AJMC. Okay, or if I consider Northeast, then there is DMC also there in Manipur. Okay, so just try to focus on, think about it. Am I right? And I give this suggestion from my 15 years of experience in NEET. okay, in teaching, in physics. So think about it. So these types of questions, this type of chapter you can easily complete with self study at your home. How can you solve this one? You just focus on the, I told you, you just focus on the conceptual questions. That is, you can practice from previous 30 years questions, or you can practice from NEET and AI AIMS questions from previous 30 years questions. Okay, 30 or 20 years questions. If you have time, if you have enough time, and if you have enough knowledge in these chapters, then you can grow to JEE Mains also, if you can. But if you don't have time or don't have that much of time and that much of concept on this chapter, then you can only focus on last previous year question, that is 20 last previous 30 or 20 to 30 years questions. Just focus last 20 years questions, previous year question, PUI QS. Okay, last 20 years questions you focus, and focus on the concept and each and every formulas. You have to focus on concept. Concept means in the sense and each and every formula. In NEET they may came any questions from any concept, small concept questions may came in NEET. Okay, so you can prepare by home, at your home within 15 days. That is 15 chapter within 15 days. 15 chapter within 15 days. How many chapters are there? 15 chapters are there. Okay, that is 11 to 15. This is not as a chapter. Electromagnetic waves is not a chapter here. Electromagnetic waves is simple chapter. It does not have lots of things. Okay, so only 11, and here you consider 5, that is 16, 16 to 15 chapter. You can consider every day. If you take every day one chapter, then you can easily complete it. Okay, so 15 days. If you prepare at your home 15 days, then you can score 100 plus in your coming NEET exam. And you just only focus on the concept and formulas. Make a note, take a copy, just take a copy notebook of 10 rupees and write it down, all the formulas, that is the errors formulas are there, what are the dimensions formulas are there, and if you are able to write, you can practice from that. And from motion in a straight line, how many formulas are there, you just note it down. And from motion in a plane, how many formulas are there, you can note it down. How loss of motion, how many formulas are there, and from each concept you can note it down. Okay, and if you have some shortcut method, if your teachers give you some shortcut method to solve, then you can also note it down in a copy. And system particles like gravitation, kinetic theory of gas, thermodynamics, and waves and oscillations also. Okay, another thing, and these types of also, this atom, nucleus, dual nature, logic gates, and electromagnetic waves also. Okay, you just note it down. You complete one chapter, you just note it down. How many chapters, how many formulas are there on a notebook. It may cover 1 or 2 pages. Now another interesting thing, you can score more than 100 plus. Why? Because some chapters are there in physics, their chapters or that topics is also there in chemistry. So in NEET, suppose one chapter, if I consider dual nature of radiation and nucleus and atom, or sorry atom and dual nature, these 2 chapters are there where in chemistry, that is structure of atom. And structure of atom, from structure of atom every year 2 or 3 questions came. Okay, so if you complete here atom and dual nature of radiation, you can able to answer the questions came in NEET paper also, that is NEET, and that is chemistry, from chemistry concept also. Okay, so atoms and dual nature are very similar to structure of atom in class 11 chemistry. Okay, so if you clear the concept, you practice on that, you can also attempt in chemistry question also. Okay, and another interesting thing, this kinetic theory of gas and thermodynamics, this kinetic theory of gas and thermodynamics is also there in chemistry. Thermodynamics is also there in chemistry, and kinetic theory of gas is there also in chemistry. That is state of matter. One chapter is there, the state of matter, that is kinetic theory of gas, and from that chapter 2 questions came, and thermodynamics 3 questions came. So if you do these 2 chapters and here 2 chapters, then you are able to do minimum of 2, 3, 5 and 3 7, that is 5, then 8 questions in 8 questions in chemistry also. That is, it's a bonus. It's a bonus point. It will be your bonus point. So that is, if you do in physics atom, dual nature, and kinetic theory of gas and thermodynamics, you can able to answer minimum 7 to 8 questions in chemistry question also. So how many questions you can attempt? If anyone can attempt, that is 40 questions. Maximum 40 questions you can attempt. In physics, in 30 questions, that is 120, and 10 questions in, suppose we can consider 8 questions, that is 8 questions in chemistry. So they are near about 40 questions. So 40 into 4, how much? 40 into 4, you can consider how much is there. Okay, that is 140 or something. So look at the, since I am talking about physics, I will consider the, I will advise you to consider the physics. Since I am talking here only physics, so I will focus on the physics, and if you do all the chapters, you will get some bonus point. You will get some questions able to solve in chemistry questions also in the same question paper, and this will be your bonus, more super bonus will be. Okay, I hope this video will help you, for you, and you just focus, and each day you complete one chapter. You just revise from today. Each day you consider one chapter completed. Okay, there are 15 chapters is there, there is 11, and there is not a chapter, it's just a topics. So you just consider 15 chapter in 15 days. So if you focus carefully your studies, in physics, okay, so you can able to score 100 plus minimum, and if you do this, and you can able to score minimum 30 plus or 20 plus in extra in chemistry also. Okay, I hope this is helpful for you, and I give this advice from my experience. Okay, 15 years of experience. Have a nice day. Have a nice day to all of you.